you love chocolate and you would like to learn how to taste it best, stay with us. I will explain you all the steps for chocolate tasting. Hi everyone, I'm Brigitte. I'm the founder of Raconte-moi un chocolat. We are a monthly subscription box in France, and I will explain you today how to taste chocolate. So my first recommendation would be to taste different chocolate at the same time so that you can compare the different flavors that you can get. We have several steps to follow, and we will do that in full consciousness. So the idea is to develop your senses around the tasting of chocolate. So first, we will have a look at the chocolate pieces. So I have here two different chocolates, dark chocolate, and you can already see the color. First step is to look at the color of the chocolate, and you can have a look here. We have two different examples, and even though we have two dark and plain chocolates, you see the differences in the dark ebony tones are different. So that shows us already an indication of where the beans are coming from. Not necessarily the percentage of cocoa will make the chocolate darker. It's a question of roasting, it's a question of bean origin. Now that you have looked at the color, we can look at the shape. So here we have a different piece. It's thin. The thinner the chocolate will be, the easier it will be to taste it on your palate, and the better the aromas will evolve on your mouth. Second step is to then cut a piece of chocolate from your bar, and what you're looking for is to have a good snap. The snap is when you break the piece of chocolate and it has a sour nose like this. That was just perfect. It shows that the chocolate is qualitative. If you have a good sour snap, it means that it's been well tempered. Also, you want a chocolate that is quite shiny, velvety, for a good tempering of the chocolate. Now we are going to go to the most desired step, is to start the tasting of the chocolate. So you've been looking at its color, its shape. Now we can start to smell the aromas like we would do for wine. Before tasting, you can start smelling before you eat, and you can already imagine what the different flavors that you can discover after you have eaten the chocolate. So I invite you to break a piece of chocolate in small pieces inside your mouth and let it melt in the first step, and then inhale again with your mouth closed to retro inhale, and yet again you will have a different wave of aromas coming to your senses. So let's do it together. So we have a first step of flavors coming out the moment you eat the chocolate and you have it in your mouth. I invite you to use our tasting wheel to note your different tasting and see and compare different chocolates with each other, and better pencil in which flavor you have noticed. So we have here, for example, for dark chocolate, the cocoa note, very chocolatey taste. That would be a high number on that. Then you have the roasting note that you have in very well roasted chocolate, obviously, or high cocoa content chocolate. Then you can have the woody note, the spicy note that you can have even without any inclusion in your chocolate. Some flavors can come out of a specific bean variety. You could have also the acidic or fruity note, which is what I had on the piece of chocolate that I have tested. It's chocolate made out of beans from Madagascar, very well known for being fruity and acidic. Then of course you have the bitterness and the sweetness in a chocolate, even a dark chocolate. So now that you know all the different descriptors for testing dark chocolate, the idea is to give a note on each of these for one chocolate. So for instance, the one I've tested before would be very bitter and very acidic and fruity, but very less sweet. And so if you point a mark on each axis, then you will have a sort of spider of that chocolate that we describe as test profile. The idea, as I said earlier on, is to compare different chocolates together. And so I invite you to do exactly the same with a second and maybe a third piece of chocolate from different recipe, brand, origin, so you can compare how chocolate can differ from one recipe to the other. In between those testing, I invite you to drink some water to rinse your palate, and the water should be at room temperature to keep your palate at very clean and be able to assess the new flavor of the second chocolate. This is it for today. I hope that you've learned a lot on chocolate testing. If you have questions, don't hesitate to write them down in the comments of the video. If you have chocolate lovers around you, tag them so that I can also learn how to test chocolate like a wine and enjoy that chocolate best. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye bye.